So take me back to just before we worked together. What were your top challenges?
Challenges in, is there a specific realm, like career wise, or?
And career. I mean, we could talk
Okay.
about, relationship challenges if you want to,
I have a whole list.
right?
Um, for me, okay, so I started probably back in January, having thoughts, just trying to figure out, like, I just know something's not feeling right, and knowing kind of what I want to do, where I want to go, I have no clue how to get there. And so my biggest obstacle is kind of commitment, because especially like I've told you, I'm very into football. So like here in the upcoming weeks, my life starts going by very fast. And so it's easy in those that downtime of the year to kind of get bored and just hope for more, and then you kind of suffer through it, and you get the fall and you're like, oh, it's okay, life's better. And I didn't want that to happen again. So I started in January, starting to research what makes sense for me. And at the time, I came up with construction in my head because it'd be easy transition, but um, really happy that's not where I landed at the end. Still haven't quite figured out how to get to the finish line there, but I'm gonna get there. Um, but the biggest obstacle was the commitment to change and to be consistent and intentional with that commitment. And with your help, it really like it was good.
Yeah. And how is that showing up for you, or how is that impacting you?
I mean, so I would say on a very more high level, I'm not as scared to try other things that can be beneficial to me. Um, that's been helpful. Um, and then as far as like even my current career, it somewhere along the line in the 8 weeks, like you were saying, kind of what happened is there's a confidence change. I don't know if it's doing all of the papers or learning more about yourself or learning people want to help you. Like the weirdest is that's the weirdest thing. I never thought I would actually understand, but people actually want to help. You just have to ask or even just be an okay person. And then you just start doing these little bits and pieces daily, and they turn into a 3, 4, 5 months of work that you're kind of proud of and something you can actually build on. It's a fairly strong foundation, and you kind of don't really know how you got there, but you're glad that you took that first step to trying to be better.
Awesome. So I'm hearing that you can't quite pinpoint it, but over those 8 weeks, something happened to kind of click and help with that confidence. And maybe it's a few different things that kind of go together to get there, but overall, I'm hearing confidence boost.
Absolutely. I mean, it's tremendous. Like the amount of confidence is hard to put into words because it just shows up daily. Where I've struggled in the past is standing my ground, and in a work environment, even other different environments, like staying quiet, which I am a quiet person in public. I'm not going to be that loud voice. But when it's time for me to speak, I've been much better about speaking with intent and being very clear with my thoughts and my words. They just kind of aligned a lot easier. Um, And something about, I mean, just going through this PMP practice and learning more about what it is to lead through that type of profession. I've already been kind of doing it for years, but it put words to my thoughts and vice versa, and it's just kind of come together. It's been nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good. I do remember you saying towards the end, you were like, I'm gonna get there. I know I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
Remember, it stuck out for me. That's some good confidence there.
That one cut out.
Oh, my microphone
Oh,
changed.
you're back.
Okay. What feels possible for you now?
That's a tough question. Because I have all the tools. I think everything I want is possible. I'm just in a weird spot where I'm not really seeing a finish line at the moment, especially in a timeline that I was wanting. But I do think things can happen pretty quick, relatively. Um, yeah, I don't really know the answer to that question because I don't really know other than what I want to accomplish. I do think that's possible, and that's become a legal project manager down the road. I do believe that is fully possible. Um, I think I still have quite a few conversations to have before I find my foot in the door in
Mm,
the job market that we talked about. So,
yeah. Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Yeah. So there's a little bit of time that you know you have to put in, and at the same time, that North Star of becoming a project manager in legal seems attainable.
yes, yeah. And it's kind of cool over the last week because for a couple weeks now, I've been at like 500 plus connections in LinkedIn, and now I'm starting to get like requests from like people are actually requesting me
Oh,
from the legal industry. They was like a some sort of manager from Morgan and Morgan, middle of nowhere state somewhere. So, like, okay, this is interesting how it's the SEO is kind of like
yeah.
putting me in the right places. Now I got to kind of learn how to use that, leverage that into my next move, and
Mhm.
um, starting to see little things like that. They give me a little confidence, but um, haven't made it to New York, up to New York yet. Haven't really made the connections yet, but I have 6 months, give or take a little time. I think that I'll be able to really push hard from October. Everything goes on plan October through April and hopefully figure something out.
Yeah. That's awesome that the algorithm is starting to push in the right direction for you.
Yeah, it's been very recent because I mean, I would push the limits for about a month there every week, as many as I could get into from managers to legal project managers to this legal staff being
Mhm.
around the nation,
Yeah.
around the world actually. And yeah, now it's starting to kind of come back, and it's neat. It's kind of cool to
Yeah.
see.
That's awesome. Was the investment worth it?
Oh, tenfold, 100%. I thought about that quite a bit because I that's kind of how I view things. Like you kind of just use your gut. You do your work, you do your research. I knew about you. My wife read your bios. Like she's my confirmation when I think I have an idea. And she says, "Yeah," I usually get surprised. And she and so then at the end of it, I was thinking about, I was like, man, like for the pricing of it, for what you gave me, it was very good. Like very, very good. Because honest, I can't really even, I couldn't even tell you what a price would be for that though. Because to me, it's almost like a freedom. So what do you put a price on that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
awesome.
can't. Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you got what you needed out of it plus some.
Yeah, I guess I am too. But I mean, I really just appreciate you and your services that you bring because it's more than just, the resume and the outline projects and all these other things that you do a great job. It's very comfortable. It's like a safer space to kind of figure out who you are, who you want to be, and it's got a lot of internal work done just talking to you and then thinking about what we talked about and then hearing your experiences as well that are relatively aligned to kind of what I want to be. So it's kind of, for me personally, it's been just a great experience.
Good, good. What would you say to someone who was hesitant to work with me?
Trust. Like that, you really can't do anything other than that. You're absolutely trustworthy. But I know that'd be very hard to do, especially don't if you're tight on the financials. That's super hard to do.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess it's at the end of the day, how bad do you want it? Because I think you have all the information there. So just the materials that you present on that night, all of your activations, in Loom, your course organizer. I mean, even the PMP stuff is there. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily have to buy extra programs and stuff that way. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would if anyone is questioning it, send it my way. I'm a pretty good salesman, I've been told.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.